Welcome back to the SMT YouTube channel. Folks, typically, very often, you will see commercials from all the carriers describing how great their networks are. And one of the things that we see time and time again is, from T-Mobile, best network, best prices, all those kind of things. Verizon, most reliable, biggest network, all those things. And then AT&T kind of becomes an afterthought. But there's a couple of things that you guys should keep in mind when you see the advertisements. It kind of just depends on how you're evaluating the networks, right? So for example, T-Mobile touts the fastest network because it has the fastest median download speeds. And then Verizon can say that they have the fastest network relative to upload speeds, or whether it's like top speeds, you look at the mmWave connection availability and those kind of things. And then you have reliability. There's just all these different nuanced elements about the networks. But AT&T, for what it's worth, can also make claims as well, as their network, is the largest in the country in terms of native network, and they cover over 300,000 more square miles than even the T-Mobile network, right? So then they can say, our network covers the largest amount of the U.S. population, and that whatever, however they want to frame that, and then they have JD Power customer satisfaction awards, like T-Mobile says, like Verizon says. Where I'm going with this is, all this is advertisement, but what can't be denied is the fact that AT&T has indeed enhanced their network by, just the size of it over the years, the FirstNet contract, and then now with the EchoStar deal, getting additional bandwidth, they now jump ahead of Verizon in total mid-band spectrum. So they could put more bandwidth on air, which means essentially they can make a faster network. It doesn't mean that it 100% will be, or it'll be that case in your region. That can change and vary by location. But they and the U.S. Cellular assets that they've got a deal in place, right? And a lot of this stuff is just situational, so when they make these advertisements, I don't know if you want to take them with a grain of salt, but they may be true just depending on how it's being positioned. So advertisements from the big guys, they come in all shapes and forms, and I'm just saying, don't be duped and thinking that a company's advertisements means the other companies don't have good networks, large networks, reliable networks, and you might see them advertise those same kind of things too. All right, so let me know what you guys think about this. How does the AT&T network step up now with extra bandwidth from the EchoStar spectrum purchase? And then also the US Cellular piece, and then the other companies, where do they stand in all this? Let me know. Drop me some comments. Like, share, subscribe. Check out some more videos. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.